Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for somebody that's probably no contact that is thinking about you constantly. I feel like, in particular, they're returning to a moment in time where they could have made a different decision that would have resulted in your still being in their life. So they feel like they have something here that I think they need to fix, something that they need to talk to you about specifically, because of course we have that interview card. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time or a lot. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And I'm pretty sure it makes sense for us to start with the untold messages of the heart. This would be a little bit of a glimpse into what they're thinking. And I also hope you're having a wonderful day. I didn't mention that already. Ooh, it keeps doing this thing where it hides the chat. There you go. Hi, Tom. How are you doing? All right. So, right off the bat, we have miss you or I miss you. And it's interesting because at the top, we have the word memory, and here we have memories. So, we definitely have somebody thinking about the time they spent with you. Sorry, you guys. I still have some paint on my hands. Forgive me. All right. What else do we have? I'm ready to take a leap of faith and risk it all for you. I will be writing you a message. So, like I said, this could be no contact, and it looks like we've got some communication coming in soon. This person is probably trying and trying again to get that message right. So, they could be a little delayed in terms of, is this good enough, right? Thank you, King Leonidas. I appreciate it. I love the name. I'm trying to remember, was that in Spartacus? Was it in 300? Maybe it was both. Either way, killer name. All right, what else do we have? We have, I won't stay for very long. I'm sorry. And you make me lose my cool. I just don't know how to act in your presence. So we may have a little bit of a difference here in terms of maturity or maybe even age. It feels like somebody is a little intimidated by you. And the last one here is sadness. I feel like I've lost you and I'm not coping well with it. So we might have a little bit of like blame happening here. I feel like they're blaming themselves, but they also might need to apologize for blaming you. All right, let's see what else we have. We're going to continue with the Bianco Nero. Hi, Mountain Girl. Hi, Joanna. How are you doing? I love that movie. Well, I love both that and Spartacus. I think the main guy died from cancer or something like that, which is such a pity, obviously for several reasons, but he was super talented in Spartacus. All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This feels to me like somebody chose to not defend what you had. And this is the decision that they wish they could go back on or wish that they could do differently because they realize now that they should have stuck up for you or should have defended you or been more forgiving towards you. Something along those lines. It feels like there was something that divided the two of you that shouldn't have had that power, you know? Did I say hi, Christina? Hi, Christina. Hi, Ivan. How are you? I would do what I could to help them, Ivan. But you also have to make sure that you consider the options and do the one that is minimizing risk, right? So clarifying the idea that somebody is ready to take a leap of faith for you. The Sun sideways and the Ten of Cups. This feels to me like a dream of a dream. Somebody who feels that true love or true happiness is kind of more fantasy than reality. This feels like somebody who hasn't really had a lot of good role models when it comes to healthy relationships. So it might be kind of difficult for them to picture what that actually looks like. And yet, it's like they are certain they would put money on the fact that if it does exist, it would exist with you or someone like you, right? So, this person I think has been plagued by some difficult situations in their life that may have lent itself to a bit of pessimism or even just like realism, right? Like they don't like to imagine how things could be, they like to just deal with how things are currently. So, a little bit of needing some insight into how to manifest a life you really want, right? Hi there, Joshi. Welcome. Oh, thank you. All right. So we've got the King of Swords and the Page of Wands in the reverse. So there's a masculine energy that really puts a lot of weight onto how things have been done, how things were done, tradition, right? And I don't know. It's like they feel like the news that they are with you or that reputation that they have would be threatened if they were with you for some reason. It's like, I know that if I choose this situation, I will be happy, but I will also lose face in some way. People will judge me. This is almost like somebody who is like well known to be a ladies' man or somebody who is, you know, I don't have time for love kind of thing. Yeah. Probably has a little bit of celebrity because they do things themselves, right? Like this is not somebody you can easily make friends with, but I do feel like this is somebody who gets like a little bit of validation from people being maybe even a little bit fearful or a little bit like, ooh, I'm not worthy, like kind of a little self-important, if I'm honest. Thank you, Christina. Hi, Patricia. How are you doing? Hmm. Yeah, that's a little problematic, isn't it? I get it though. Yeah. So we have Queen of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Hmm. So the Queen of Cups is a feminine energy that is beloved. Now, let's keep in mind that, as I like to say, don't take the gender too seriously from tarot. This is energy I'm reading, so we all have masculine and feminine within us, right? Thank you for sharing that, Miss Joanna. Yeah, I agree with that, King Leonidas. I think if you're trying to facilitate connections with people, they should be honest from the start. But who am I to say? We've got somebody here who is beloved by a lot of people, somebody that people view as compassionate or caring, but also able to do things on their own. Now, I think it's worth mentioning because, Mr. Leonidas out there has been commenting on something similar. Did anybody notice how great that upper half looks? Yeah, I do feel like there could be some element here that someone kind of prances around because they know they look good. It doesn't even necessarily have to be this Queen of Cups. It could be the Hermit. But there is a bit of haughtiness coming through, like a little bit of, I know you're looking, that kind of thing. So we have the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Swords with the Five of Wands in the reverse. Wow, the drama on these three cards. Six of Swords, if it was in the upright, would be moving into smoother territory or moving away from something that's difficult, right? But it's in the reverse. And next to the Seven of Swords, which is about disloyalty or dishonesty, somebody being a bit of a trickster, right? This is somebody who likes to, they don't like to choose a side. So I feel like there's somebody here, maybe even in like the middle between these two major players, right? The Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. I feel like there's somebody here who is saying what they want to say to each of these people. This could be a family member, this could be a friend, but I do feel like there is some distance between the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords that facilitates a little bit of murkiness in terms of how much the other one knows about the feelings that you have and vice versa. Ace of Swords. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody felt like they had the truth and they've realized now that they did not have the truth. It's like something I made my decision based off of. I have now realized that that was faulty information, that I needed to do something different, but based on the information I had, I chose the course that I did. So I feel like, yeah, there's definitely something about wishing you could go back, or they're wishing that they could go back to change how they handled the situation. It feels a little bit like somebody was kind of like put in a box, like not like a coffin, but like I judge you based off of, 3 minutes and I assume that you're just like this, right? But I don't give you any credit in terms of the depth that you actually do have in terms of your character. So we have the Judgment card in the reverse and Death in the reverse. So because somebody was unable to actually assess the situation properly, they brought about some sort of stagnation or changed the situation and caused separation. It's a lot of shun. There's an acceptance here that this person who misses you, like they know they did this, right? That's why they feel they need to write a message. But why do we have, I won't stay for very long? So it feels to me like we have a wandering soul, somebody who doesn't really know how to be stationary or stable. They like to have a lot of change. They don't really foresee themselves. It's like they get bored if they stay in one place or in one relationship or in one job. Like this is somebody who could easily go on the run, like they don't mind not having a place to call home that's the same as what they called home a year ago. So they're a little bit surprised that they're still thinking about you. They have been able to move past situations like this that have happened before because they didn't have the emotional tie to somebody in the situation, but they do have an emotional tie to you. They keep thinking about you. So you can see this is them over here, that Five of Cups, thinking about what happened in the past and what should have happened. And with the Seven of Swords in the middle, they're thinking back on, I've been able to lie about how I felt or been able to lie about what I want, and I didn't have any consequences, but now it's really hard for me to forget what we had and what I walked away from. With Tower in the reverse, somebody is stuck in their old ways. It's difficult for them to find a new approach. Yeah, they're used to they're used to being a bit transient. they don't really like long-term connections. They don't, it's like that starts to feel like a burden to them. With the 7 of Cups, I feel like in particular, I'm looking at escapism. So this person feels like if they keep things light, if they change things up relatively frequently, then it's like life is easier. They don't want to get roots established anywhere. They don't want to get comfortable. So I definitely feel like we have a fear of abandonment or a fear of loss. And with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Cups in the reverse, this leads this individual to be a little bit almost like two-faced. Like, especially if you're alone, they might be more likely to be happy-go-lucky or enjoying your company, maybe making jokes. But out in public or in front of other people, or if they're having a bad day, they might like completely ignore you or just be really difficult to talk to. And this feels to me like insecurity. Like I have to have tall boundaries or walls around me because everyone eventually leaves, is kind of the vibe. 8 of Cups in the reverse, drifting. And the Page of Wands in the reverse, instability, superficial. Yeah, this person doesn't want to get deep with their emotions with anybody, may not really want anybody to know anything about who they are. So a bit of a mystery person, you know, like they probably get away with it pretty easily considering how social media has influenced the way we connect with other people. But I feel like this person in particular just doesn't feel like anybody would love them for who they truly are. So there's a tendency to get bored and try to leave people before they leave. Hi there, Delphinia. How are you doing? Yeah, that sounds about right, King Leonidas. That would be too much pressure, right? So we have the Magician and 3 of Pentacles. This person has a tendency to, it's like, what do they call that? People who are good entrepreneurs are often credited with being really great when it comes to starting something or having that vision. But then when it comes to execution and actually delivering on that, it can be a little bit difficult, right? Hi, let's welcome. How are you doing? So this feels to me like somebody is really talented or able to affect a lot of change, but they kind of stop at the let's plant the seed and then move, which is kind of a crazy way to describe it, especially if this person is a parent. But I don't think that this person has the longevity side, right? Like they don't stick it out to the end to see how a project ends, they just get it started. 7 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody wants to be honest about what they're capable of. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, same as this one right here. Yeah, they just don't have the staying power, you guys. I won't stay for very long. I'm sorry. Bridges of Madison County is going through my head right now, so that may be relevant for some of you, but also kind of gets into that idea of a drifter, right? So we have the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody wants to heal this situation, but it feels to me like they'll break it soon after. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. They want a relationship even if they don't think that they could be in a long-term relationship. It's like they want whatever you're willing to give them. Well, at least it seems like they want to be honest about it, right? All right, let's continue with the Gypsy Oracle. Friend. Prison. Death. What a combo. Yeah, this friend, I think, is the person who came in between the two of you and likely said something that wasn't true. Maybe they misunderstood the situation. Maybe they were specifically trying to cause issues there. But I think we've got a bit of a realization that you can free yourself from this problem, but then that motivation kind of stopped. And now this person, the King of Swords, is trying to figure out how to solve this, right? Did I already say hi? Oh, hi, Voodoo. I don't think I did say hi. And then, did I miss anybody else? I'm trying to stay on top of you guys. Ivan, I'm glad you weren't a player. Malady. In the reverse. So somebody was unwell when they did this, and it feels like now they realize they shouldn't have said what they said. We have waiting in the reverse. I feel like somebody is anxious or kind of like pacing, just like worried because they're about to get found out. This is like when you tell a lie to somebody, but you know that that lie can, be undone by a person who knows the truth, and you don't want them to see each other, but they see each other and then the truth comes out. Like this is like somebody wanted to keep two people apart because they didn't want the truth to come out. Haughtiness in the reverse. I believe that could be our truth, that somebody was trying to paint you as a difficult character or somebody that couldn't be gotten along with, not a desirable partner. And then this person, the King of Swords, found out that that was a lie. Survey says we have pleasure seekers in the reverse and joyfulness in the reverse. It's like a Debbie Downer. Somebody who kind of kills the mood with gossip or some sort of information that doesn't help. So I feel like somebody was really excited about a love prospect or something along those lines. And then it got shot down by a lie. Somebody was like, oh, no, I wouldn't, pursue that. Merchant in the reverse. Like, yeah, no, I want you to view that person the way that I view them. So pretty controlling energy, honestly. All right, let's get a little bit more clarity with the tarot familiars, and then we'll call it a day. 10 of Cups. This is a situation that impacts something pretty significant pertaining to love. And with the Wheel of Fortune, there is change here. So I feel like this all begins with somebody having a change of perspective, deciding that they need to be honest about a situation because they see it differently now. They realize that what they had been trying to avoid is something they actually want. Ace of Swords in the reverse, Six of Wands in the reverse, Five of Swords in reverse. So somebody created drama with a lie because they didn't want to see another person be successful where they had failed. For a lot of you, this is somebody who kept two people apart because they were interested in that person themselves, but maybe had been, struggling. Mm. You guys ever wonder how somebody has so much time in their day to dedicate, like, watching content they don't like? It's weird, right? Thank you, Miss Joanna. But we've got somebody that has realized that there was sabotage or dishonesty at play, and that they probably have to address the situation, right? 8 of Cups in the reverse, right underneath the 8 of Cups in the reverse. The Moon in the reverse. Yeah, there was somebody trying to hide the truth of the situation and their own motivations. So this feels to me like somebody that didn't want to be forthright or forthcoming with how they actually felt about you or this person. So instead, they felt like they should be manipulative and try to find a way to keep the person that they are interested in single. Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. I think somebody's been watching, trying to see if you two have decided to have a conversation. It's like they know that you know. The Tower in the reverse, same as over here. Whatever they tried to prevent, they failed. So if this communication hasn't happened yet, it will. This person feels like they have to communicate this. So, all right, let's just grab a couple of zodiac fortune telling. I haven't grabbed from this deck for a couple of days. What else do we have? Hasty news. You are inclined to be optimistic. Be careful and avoid a loss. That's that 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So read the fine print and don't trust anybody more than you feel like you 100% could. Like, could you take a bet on that? Success for you if you carry through, and forgive someone now and don't trust them again. So it's probably this friend. There's somebody here who lied. Forgive them, but don't rely on them again because they will do it again. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed the reading today, you guys. I will see you on the next one. And just a little reminder, too, I'm going to post something shortly. I'm going to start adding $20 readings as an option. It's just a temporary thing. I might pull back on that, just depending upon how much time I have. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. I got to get my mouse to work. Bye.